Hi, thank you so much for taking the time today, and happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
In spirit of the holidays, my first question is for all of you. If your character had to plan a Valentine's Day, what would that look like, and who would they spend it with?
As the English voice of the character, I can't speak for her. I can only try to interpret what's in her brain. But one thing that Mizuki and I have in common is that she's pretty direct. She seems to say what she means and come straight forward with it, even if it comes out clunky and silly. And so, being like her, I would just straight up ask the person I like, let's go out.
Yeah, it's hard to speak for Sano, but I'm very partial to when celebrating a whole day like Valentine's Day, I like to sort of do one outward activity, like not at home activity during the morning, afternoon, if that makes sense, and then like come home, wash the day off, chill at home, do something fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that obviously, again, can't speak for him. I'm not the man. But Nakatsu, I feel like his approach to Valentine's Day might be kind of similar to his approach to the Hot Pot Party episode, where he doesn't want the pressure of like a one-on-one thing, I don't think. And in my opinion, I feel like he's much more comfortable in a group setting, so he would throw a party, have everybody there, but just make sure that his crush is on the invite list.
I like that. That's probably what I would do too. Just not too obvious, kind of.
Smart.
All right. This question is for Katelyn. Mizuki uproots her life for her crush in a dream. And when you were finding her voice, what part of that like big romantic leap felt most relatable, and what part felt really wild?
Ooh, okay. So the big leap of making a big geographical move, I've done that before. Not for romance, I guess, but I have made that big scary leap before with a big move, so that I could definitely relate to. I think with regards to finding her voice, it's interesting because she's kind of a character that's playing a character, you know. But at the same time, even if she's changing her voice and she's in disguise as a guy, she's never disguising who she is. So I think even though I've played characters before that have played the other gender or been disguised as the other gender, I think there's a nuance to some of those characters are better at that than others. And I don't think Mizuki is super good at it all the time. She slips up, she doesn't always pass, you know, her voice might crack a little bit here and there. So adding that layer has been really interesting because it's sometimes a moment where maybe I would falter, or, you know, if I struggle to get from one side of the voice to the other quickly, like, oh, she's a girl, now she's a boy, and it squeaks a little, it's kind of nice to leave it in there because it's a little more real, you know, like she's not perfect at it. So even when she's putting on this boy voice, you can still kind of hear the dorky girl behind it. It's me, I'm the dorky girl.
Awesome. That kind of goes into my next question for you, actually. Like, you have like the crackling voice and stuff like that. Are there any like tricks you use to kind of show when it is a slip versus when she's trying to really hide it, but it still comes out?
Yeah, I think a lot of the time our director Jade Saxton, she will sometimes encourage us to explore, like, okay, well we did one take where she just completely perfectly nailed having a boy voice, but what if we do another take where it slides a little bit because she's flustered or she's angry. So getting in touch with her emotions in that moment is what helps decide how successmy boy voice is going to be.
I like that. Yeah. It's play to the part, the
Yeah.
timing and everything. My next question is for Wyatt. Sano's the quiet high jump star. You know, he has a lot going on under the surface. How did you build his voice so that, you know, it feels reserved but never feels cold?
That actually was one of the most challenging parts of the role, was being able to convey all these emotions in that pocket that I deem to be cool, in the sense of cool like awesome, and also cool like chilled out, not too letting his deeper feelings show. And it's hard to say if there is really a technique for it, if that makes sense. It's sort of, it comes from somewhere in here, and it's definitely been the most fun challenge of the whole show so far.
Challenge completed though. If it helps. Like,
That helps. That's awesome. I'm glad you said that.
Next question is for Dallas. You got a lot of the big comedic beats.
Yes.
And as he's processing his crush and everything. How do you balance playing that confusion with warmth instead of like cruelty? Because it was.
That's an interesting question. I do think in real life situations, a lot of the times when people struggle with that, it does often lead to cruelty.
Yeah.
But I think that comes down to who you are as a person and the circumstances that you were raised in. Obviously, I can't speculate about Nakatsu's circumstances or what's really going on in his head, but I think his natural instinct is kindness. Like, Mizuki walks through the door and he's immediately like, all right, I am taking the lead here on getting you ingratiated with this group of boys because to be honest with you, dog, you really screwed up. Like, you walked in, you immediately essentially confessed your love for this man, and we're in damage control mode now. Here are all of my friends and they're your friends now too. So I think it depends on, like, a lot of people deal with these things, but I think it depends on the person dealing with it. And he just happens to be a very nice person.
Nice. Another question for Wyatt. If Sano had to, or if you had to explain Sano's feelings, use it for Mizuki using only high jump metaphors, how would that go?
I don't know that many high jump metaphors to tell you the truth.
It's a hurdle.
I can.
It's getting.
That's really good.
That's all I can think of.
Well, something you can say is that much like a high jump, you always want to go higher and higher. And I should like to think, only as the voice of Sano, that's a realistic possibility for him in the future.
I like that. All right, this is my last question for everyone. What's a line from the show that you think would make a good Valentine's Day card?
Oh. Wow.
Oh, give us a second. We want to answer, but give us a second.
Yeah.
Want to have a hot pot party?
Wait, no, that's really good.
That's a really good one. That's a really good one. And that's my character, so I get to take it. I get to
Okay, all right.
Come up with
You
one for me
you
now.
guys
No, I'm
figure
kidding.
Yeah. Want to have a hot pot party.
Well, what is it that Mizuki says, like, the moment that she lays eyes on Sano? Because it is taken romantically by just about everybody.
To be frank, I like you, so we should hang out.
That's great.
That's literally how I ask people out.
That's perfect.
So, dang, God, so much better than what I said.
Just one for Sano. No, yours is really good. Just one for Sano. It's hard to think.
Help me peel this spot.
No, it's definitely not. We got spuds to peel. I don't think that's it.
Whoa, that works for me on a weird level, though. Sorry.
That ripped.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, it could be. Hey, you and me. Let's peel some potatoes.
Hey.
Not a metaphor. Let's get.
I'm excited to see what dish we make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
I love it.
Thank you for the question.
Thank you for your time. Thank you. Can't wait to keep watching more of the series.
Thank you so much. Nice meeting you.